It took until the third Prom Night movie to go full-on spoof the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 or Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3 of the series, if you will. But why do that when the previous was already hilarious? Oh yeah, hello Mary Lou, Prom Night 2 was my favorite of the series for sure, but I mean my hilarious goof in the review when I called Ron Oliver's movie Beethoven's Treasure Tale, Beethoven's Treasure Trail, which saying that out loud sounds like a way different movie. Ron Oliver of Prom Night 2 was also on board this film as well as writer and co-director with producer Peter Simpson, and he always puts a little bit of Prom Night 2 in his films, hence why this shot here clearly shows that Bigger Fatter Liar is in the Hello Mary Lou universe. This film may be called Prom Night 3 The Last Kiss, which it isn't the last Prom Night movie, as there would be a fourth film, but it is the last one to feature the character Mary Lou Maloney, where this time she uses the lust of a horny high school boy in order to cause more damage to the school, again proving that it isn't so much that Mary Lou wants revenge against anyone who had to do with killing her, but more so she just really likes sex and killing. It is for sure a horror comedy, but in that subgenre of high schooler paired with someone supernatural or a monster, like it'd be in a film festival that includes Once Bitten, My Boyfriend's Back, Deadly Friend, Return of the Living Dead 3, or Chud 2. Wake me when it has a dance as good as the Bud the Chud dance. Move over, Mary Lou, Bud is already prom queen. As the movie begins only a few miles from the moon, we are reviewing this around the Halloween season. Might as well have a Halloween-themed prom. At least they were able to get the grave back from the second. But what about the question of whatever happened to possessed Principal Michael Ironside driving off with our heroes at the end of the previous? Your guess is as good as mine, because here Mary Lou has been doomed to hell to constantly perform the All Hell in the Bottom Carter review of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. That sounds like heaven. They have very loose rules here. As long as you cut yourself free, you'll explode back onto the earth through your tombstone. Makes sense. And the first place she goes, back to the school to mess with the drunk janitor, of course. Whoa, what was that? The previous drunk janitor warned me about this. This could all be solved easily if they just locked their doors at night. Yes, it is still set at Hamilton High, as it was written back-to-back with the second, which means the script originally had the title of Haunting of Hamilton High 2. It also still has music by Paul Zaza, clearly all done in the haunted jukebox from miniseries The Shining. While the second film was theatrical, this was a direct-to-video release in the States. Probably why it's just a generic sounding 50s tune playing, and not stuff like Ricky Nelson in the second. It still sounds 50s, so Mary Lou has to come back.
Wait a minute, who are you?
It's been a long time, Jackie boy. Did you miss me?
It can't be you.
I can tell that Mary Lou and Jack were close, especially since whoever this is was never mentioned in the second. And if he's the janitor, how does he not already know that Mary Lou came back from the grave? Returning to hell, though, did give Mary not quite as bad of scars. She still has to look sexy while getting the jukebox to play Electric Avenue. They also turned Mary into a completely different actress, as here she's played by Courtney Taylor, on her way to get revenge against George Costanza for not giving her a secretary job for being too hot. Here we meet our hero Alex, looking like he was inspired to join the band by Mr. B. Natural. The school is such an important part of the community that the lack of recess makes the news. Something happened to the previous principal, though, as now the principal is Mr. Weatherall, played by Roger Dunn. It must not be too long after part 2, as they're reopening the gym after the events of that film.
Even the sudden and unexplained fire couldn't keep us down. Look around. Everything's cool, man.
Why are you joking? Several people died. Mary Lou works quick here. She immediately causes the man to cut his own finger off through an indoor windstorm. All 50 students in the school are shocked. That's 40 more students than they had in the other film. Alex has a very bright future ahead of him. I know this man. That's Tom Conlon. He's all set to go to broadcasting school, where he'll be the beloved sidekick Wally to radio legend Ranch Wilder and Angels in the Outfield. But I think I know what the guidance counselor's favorite movie is.
Not all of us can be doctors, Adam.
The world needs ditch diggers, too.
Excellent Caddyshack reference. This whole series is a Cinderella story. He seems like a normal guy. He's got a girlfriend named Sarah whose anniversary he forgets. In fairness, I just saw our principal cut his finger off. Sarah's played by Cynthia Preston. He's trying not to impress his fellow geeks by dating the voice of Zelda from Captain N. I don't know if I really care about Alex's problems.
Do you know how tall I am? 5'10". Do you know that's the national average? I looked that up.
Cry me a river. I'm so short I have to stand on an apple box in every movie. Hell, I'm standing on one right now, and I'm sitting. This date is lame. He wants to go back to the school instead. Why does everyone just go back here at night? Can't you tell it's shot in horror movie vision? Oh yeah, nothing haunted's gonna happen if you go in there. Let me guess, they still have the possessed clothing in the basement like before. And it was a huge mistake to start letting the Deadites earn their diploma. It's still freaky when Mary Lou shows up. She magically put an American flag on the wall, even though these are all Canadian films with Canadian actors. Things are still working quick here.
Kiss me, Alex.
Sure, why not? Who wouldn't say no? It's your patriotic duty. The most patriotic thing to happen in school since the unveiling of Purity Bush's breasts and screwballs. Also a Canadian epic. Alex is very lucky no one saw him as the students enter the building by going down the stairs. Tom Conlon is pretty good in it. I like how they're going for a much different kind of lead and not just doing Vicky from part 2 again. There's nothing Carrie White about him. I honestly do wonder if they were big fans of Once Bitten, because he really does look and act a lot like Jim Carrey in that film. But how is he gonna tell his girlfriend that he cheated on her with a ghost?
I brought you these.
Oh, thanks.
By taking her goodies and just not telling her. There's only one way to find out about the ghosts. Use the horror movie newspaper machine conveniently located in the school.
Who's that?
1957, in Mary Lou Maloney's young life, tragically cut short by fire at Hamilton High.
How do you not know this? She was here a year ago, and that's why you had to reopen the gym. This is why he's having so many problems at the school. He can't even take a test without the ghost of Audrey Horne from Twin Peaks showing up. If I have the biggest erection, does that mean I pass? Oh, and he's on the football team too. It's one of those high school movies where we need the main character to be part of every club and every sport in the place. I guess it's an underdog movie now. The other players are all tough while they're the ragtag team of misfits. Something supernatural needs to step in.
We're gonna need a miracle.
Alex, can you feel me?
Okay, is he the same guy from Angels in the Outfield? That's why he wasn't in Angels in the End Zone. He went through this before, and it was the work of Satan. They're all on the same team. Why is he getting bullied?
Andrew Douglas, report to the office, please. Your mother brought your lunch.
Ken, why does the secretary want to bang Andrew the bully? Let's take a break. Forget the critics. This movie is being hard on itself.
Mark never gave vampires much thought.
Hello, tall, dark, and handsome.
I want to be a vampire. I'm a day person.
Nothing is sacred in a tasty comedy. Once Bitten, rated PG-13. Now playing at a theater near you. Check local listings.
Welcome back, and Mr. Walker has caught Alex cheating by way of demonic forces.
See anything you like?
What is going on here?
Perfectly normal reaction. He'll take the risk that he'll either get a delicious milkshake or killed by a mixer. That's the power of Mary Lou's hotness. Yes, Alex sees what is clearly a dead body under that bloody sheet, but oof, I'm not throwing away my living out a real-life Skinamax movie. And she helped him with so much.
Wait a minute, that was you on the football field, wasn't it? And in the locker room?
Who did you think it was? Sexy Jesus? He even has a regular old reaction when he actually sees the body.
People saw me come in here, and they're gonna think I did it.
Not if you hide the body.
Well, okay, as the song in Grease 2 says, do it for your country. I've seen a lot of weird porn in my time, but this is the oddest oral sex scene I've watched. What a genius he is at cleaning up a crime scene. Stuff him in the cabinets, he won't smell at all. He already looked like he kinda smelled. Then he can go home and show off at his all-roof house. He can't escape any form of kinkiness. You're my sister, what's this all about? And normally, Alex does so bad at tests that they throw him a party when he gets one right.
Congratulations, Alex. We're real proud of you.
Thanks, Semi-Powers Booth. Dad's gonna slice up the bananas to put in his world-famous celebratory chili. And even that has Alex pouting. Dude, keep it cool. You're banging the hottest ghost in the school while being a dick boyfriend.
If you didn't want to be with me, you just had to say so.
Of course I want to be with you. Why do you have to be so insecure all the time?
Excuse me, not all of us could jump back and forth between playing on the team and playing in the band. But anyway, as the body started smelling a little too much like feces, best move it out of the school and bury it in the football field next to Hoffa. Why can't Mary Lou help? Oh, because she's a ghost from the further and insidious at the moment. Can't you just snap your finger and make the body disappear? Giving me blue balls isn't gonna make me dig faster. Yeah, my arm hurts for digging for several hours, but I'll take this in lieu of payment. We gotta give the movie a nude scene so that it'll be the scene where the tracking is messed up on the VHS. Now they can set some ground rules for their relationship.
I think we have to set a few ground rules. Firstly, you really gotta stop killing people.
Seems reasonable. What about the other rules?
Secondly, you really gotta stop calling my house.
Totally the same kind of worry as killing people. If they can come to an understanding, perhaps then she can still help him on the football field. Wait, what the hell? He really was horny. He just put some grass over the body and left to have sex. Now that he's mastered football, he's on the honor roll too, which doesn't fool everybody.
Number one. That goddamn little bastard broke into the fucking system.
She's been keenly aware of computer shenanigans since the infamous prom hacking incident. I don't know how it benefits Mary Lou that Alex is atop the honor roll, but it's nice of her to keep the secret while drowning the secretary in battery acid.
You're soaking in it.
The fourth film should have been the secretary seeking revenge, alongside the other prank victim, Marty Ranson. Also, they're on the prom committee now.
This is the inaugural prom, the first dance since the gym has been reopened.
Ah, good. The whole school is here. It's 40 minutes in, and I actually forgot that prom was gonna be a part of the plot of Prom Night 3. Flash, though, has other things on his mind.
It's the rule that says the football team has to let anybody on who wants to play.
You're all winning, though. You should be thanking the power of Satan. But as Alex still searches for Mary Lou in the school's mannequin and stove department, it's the best place for your 50s housewife fetish. He'll get over the no-killing rule.
Alex, it wasn't a person. It was a guidance counselor.
Weirdest burn I've seen in a movie, almost as weird as this cut.
Math.
Spilling milk makes me forget math too, or maybe that's just the flaming anus chocolate bar I ate. It's okay, the memory of math comes back to him, and he also remembers that, oh shit, I do still have a girlfriend. Alex cheats at everything else, why should he feel bad about screwing her over? As long as it makes Dad happy, the funniest character in it.
Oh, I'm real proud of you, kid. I knew you could do it if you just dug in, huh?
I'm still gonna kick your ass though, I hope you understand. First, he makes him a banana split for the ace test, but after the honor roll, let's burn money spoiling the kid.
It's for the trip you and Shane want to take next summer. How to get you across the country in one piece.
Dad, I've never ridden one of these. You're trying to kill me more than the ghosts. I told you, son, we needed to get you a motorcycle. That'll make the poster make sense. Dude is turning into Arnie Cunningham if he was never really that nerdy before and just got some sunglasses and product in his hair.
You're not exactly Elvis.
Hey, get out of here!
God damn it, I told you, I'm Frankie Avalon. No matter what he does, Dad will still be happy. He's even happy his son is sleeping around.
After 20 years of marriage, I've had plenty of opportunities. Plenty of them. I just, never did anything about it, that's all.
Okay, so Dad's a serial killer. Meanwhile, as Jesse Spano gets the cookies ready to impress Alex,
I am miserable here, baking my face off, and Alex is probably out someplace having the time of his life.
well, it kinda seems like he is, although we're not sure who killed this body. Could have been Mary Lou, or could have been his dad.
Show it to you, then they dance all over it with their spiked heels and then ram it down your throat.
Take it easy, Dad.
Alex only supports murder when he's sexually attracted to the person. And when he gets to face off against the bullies, Andrew is not only pissed that Alex is now captain of the football team, but he's mad Alex got a lead role in the school production of High Tops. Who cares why Andrew just happened to be there in the middle of the night? We need a potentially classic football death. He's so into the game, he'll play along with anyone who shows up in uniform. She's on the team called the Oregon Phantasms. Not bad, but if it was a funnier effect, it could have been the equivalent of the basketball death from Deadly Friend. As funny as it is, where he still wants to have a talk about their relationship in front of a dead body.
What about this?
Nope, that's it. It's over.
Sorry, sweetie, this is one too many dead bodies for me. He'll send her back to Xanadu where she belongs.
Women.
You still have to cover up your dad's dead bodies. Now that he's over his ghostly serial-killing girlfriend, Sarah will go to prom with him, unless she goes with that bastard Leonard Welsh.
Leonard Welsh already asked me.
Leonard Welsh?
Leonard Welsh!
I'm as confused as you are. I also don't know who Leonard Welsh is. That's enough to make Mary Lou jealous. Hoo-hoo, wait till he goes to sex ed class.
We can talk openly and freely about sex.
Okay, now is it the reproduction song from Grease 2? I've already got issues with this sex ed film I'm watching.
But now she lies here, dead, a victim of social disease.
Great, the 2 weeks ago cliche. Why is it edited like a bad streaming movie? This isn't as good as the second one, but there are some inspired gags in it. I like the recurring gag with the voice on the intercom saying stupid shit.
Attention students, today is Mrs. Melanoma's last day as cafeteria cook. She's returning to her old job at the Hamilton Toxic Waste Dump.
And this scene doesn't go as far as it could, but they have a good idea with Mary showing up in a sex ed film. They've got other gags to get to.
Alex Gray?
For instance, it's Dragnet now.
Andrew and I, we weren't really that close.
Enemies?
We never, hung out together.
Question, do you like carrots? Oh wait, so that's Leonard? Come on, she could do better than this guy.
I was wondering exactly what color your dress was going to be so that I would know what style of corsage would best suit you for the prom.
Dude makes nerdy George McFly look like cool new 85 George McFly. He's got the whole evening planned out, even the sex.
And then with a 20-minute drive to the prom, we would arrive at 8:53, which leaves us an extra 7 minutes for anything.
Kidding, he just wants to watch the Twilight Zone marathon with her. Watch this.
In the case of a sexual haunting, exorcism can only occur with the sacrifice of a human soul.
Alex even starts talking like Rod Serling. That'll win her back. This follows certain kinds of rules. Need a fake-out dream sequence where suddenly we incorporate zombie effects? Check. Although in fairness to this one, it's not a throwaway scene. It is foreshadowing. Zombies or no zombies, they do find the bodies on the field. They're bringing in the experts. And how? Brock Simpson is Officer Larry. He's died enough times in the series that he'll know where the killer will strike next. Let's take a break. Alex needs a nap. It's been a whole few minutes since the last time he slept.
He may be dead,
Right.
but his heart still beats for the girl that he loves.
I would love to go to the prom with you.
My Boyfriend's Back, rated PG-13.
We're back, and Alex's sister has come to check on him and seduce his friend. It's 1990, people. When a saxophone starts playing, you're either required to have sex or be a femme fatale, or both. What? It was Mary Lou? She kills his best friend, who I can't remember his name. If Hello Mary Lou was a Nightmare on Elm Street, this is Freddy's Revenge, and these two are the Jesse and Grady of the series. Seriously, later on, his dead friend attacks her because he wants Alex for his own. Brock's back on the case. We need you to search every trunk in the school basement and find out if any bullied kids have relatives who want to go on a murderous rampage. Oh, did I mention it's a late 80s, early 90s flick?
She's gonna freak you, drive you crazy. She knows you're loaded. She wants your baby.
Yes, they got the second best Ricky Nelson song for the soundtrack. Vanilla Ice had his own movie. Tom Conlon looks like he could give us a kickin' movie starring snow. It's even making the news, which there's probably something else going on in the news around this time. The police are a little on edge, as you can see, and so was the crew. They had some troubles shooting it due to it being a very cold fall season, but there were other troubles too that are crazier than the actual movie. The film was from Live Entertainment, which at the time was run by Jose Menendez, the father of Eric and Lyle Menendez, and the director went to dinner with the whole family only 1 week before the killings, which set the start date of the movie back a couple of weeks. No clue if that gets brought up in Ryan Murphy's series / gay porn? Hell, it looks like the movie itself starts turning into news footage of that case. And why are all the parents in this bizarre?
Who knows what sets them off? You remember what happened to your father.
Did her dad bury people on the field too? Does she and Alex have the same dad? Gross! Mary Lou is right to break out Alex now that she's become a T-1000. Alex has to lead the football team to victory, get the school band to first place in the championship, plus lead the chess club, the baseball team, the debate club, anything. He is on the honor roll. It really is sort of a stalkery movie now, as Mary Lou wants to go after his other girlfriend, Sarah. I don't know why Mary Lou cares so much. The old Mary Lou would have just moved on to the next guy. He's right to take Brock with him, though. Brock has unlimited passes to every prom of the year. He'll get them in. They're going a little more metal with the music this time. They got, Sebastian Bach's brother. Whatever music he's playing will make more sense than this music.
So I guess this would be your first kidnapping, huh?
Shut up, Larry. Just drive the car, would you please?
Why are they listening to the Hanna-Barbera channel? One thing she has in common with Mary Lou in Part 2 is randomly killing other side characters before she gets to her main target. Mary Lou has time to kill, I guess. Let's lure Leonard into the projection booth.
What a beauty.
Settle down, you naughty boy, or I'm gonna paddle your ass with this reel. No one is faithful to Sarah. First, Alex slept with Mary Lou, then Leonard tried autoerotic asphyxiation with the film. Watching this last act is like watching Fatal Attraction if she sprung from a bubble tape commercial. The movie is all kinds of okay. There are some laughs in it, sure, and while the characters on paper aren't terribly likable, the performers make them work, especially with parts like this.
Take a break, boys.
Don't let someone firing a gun at prom ruin your good time. It's sort of weird this is the same writer as the second, given how different the tone is, and that Mary Lou feels slightly off, especially her being played by a different actress. Courtney Taylor is perfectly serviceable, but Lisa Scrage brought so much gleeful menace to her portrayal that if she had been carried over to this one, that alone would have elevated it. Still, they better say the trademark line.
It's not who you come with, it's who takes you home.
They said the line, now I have to give it 4 stars. This does take it a step further, where characters do visit prom hell. Should have figured the neither world was in it. The principal was the voice of Charles Dietz. It ain't so bad down here. If all the dead students of Hamilton High are here, it'll be more crowded than the school, and Alex Cunningham can get Christine back. This is a sequence with good creativity too. I like the zombie prom they're having here, and like any kind of hell... Oh no, they can only afford sound-alikes! I guess there would be fewer bodies if the exterminator simply took out his frustrations on electronics. The reactions to all this mayhem, like the power drill crown, are a little funny.
Get away from my boyfriend, you bitch!
Sarah, what are you doing?
Why are you mad? Do you want the crown to be drilled into your head? What'll happen if they do blow up hell? Is everyone just gonna walk around only slightly more burned? How is this gonna defeat Mary Lou? She'll be back. She just has to find the nearest Michael Ironside to possess. This is a decent horror comedy with enough kookiness and good comedic timing to make it entertaining. Like I said, not as good as the second. The second one was derivative of other things, sure, and while they could have lazily left it at that, they injected enough style and personality to make it stand out, especially with the good leads that it had. This one feels like something you just rent on video, but it isn't a waste of time. Where it ends up still makes me want to see where it would go after. It has a similar gotcha ending to 2. Only here, poor Alex is stuck back in the 50s. Ah yes, the best hip-hop song of the 50s. Alex's personal hell is to be in Porky's 2 Electric Boogaloo. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen a follow-up to this story, but sadly your answer to this ending is the same as whatever happened to Vicky or Principal Ironside. Who knows? Because not only does the follow-up not mention them, but it has nothing to do with the story of Mary Lou Maloney. Prom Night 4, Deliver Us from Evil, is about a crazy priest stalking horny prom kids. I hope it becomes the faith-based series it was meant to be.
Get me, Father.